So hello everyone, this is Shubham Divakar over here, and today we are going to learn about matrix exponential. Now why we are going to learn this, because today we had a problem in LeetCode which was finding the power, okay, x comma n. So let's first head over to the question. So this was the question that we had. So let's erase the answer. Okay. So this was the question. The question is implement power x comma n which calculates x raised to the power n. Okay, so we have to do this. Now in order to do this, what we can do is, the naive way of doing this is to, you know, take a loop and then calculate x comma n, or you have to do multiply it n times. Okay, x into x into x. Okay, but can we do it in a much lesser time complexity, or in a much lesser or can we do it in a better way? Yes, obviously we can do that, but before that we need to learn what matrix exponentiation is. So let's go and first check what matrix exponentiation is. So let's say we want to calculate x to the power n. All right, so let's say we have to calculate 5 to the power 8. So one way we can do it is multiply 5 8 times, but another way what we can do is, we can do this one also, like 5 to the power 8 by 2 and then whole square of this. Okay, so what we are going to get, 5 to the power 8 by 2 whole square will be nothing but 5 to the power 8 only. So this will yield 5 to the power 4 and then square of this. Now we can further reduce this to 5 to the power 2 whole square of that, and then again whole square of this. We have just replaced this 5 to the power 4 with this 5 to the power 2 and then square of that. Now we can again replace this 5 to the power 2 below as 5 to the power 2 by 2. This is 4. This is 8 by 2. This is 4. This is 4 by 2. Now this is 2 by 2. This will be 1. 5 to the power 2 by 2 square square and then the square of this. So how many steps do we actually took to calculate this? Ignore this because this is nothing but this part only. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. So what was the step? The step were 3 steps. And what is 3? This is nothing but log base 8, log 8 to the base 2. So what this would be? This would be nothing but 2 to the power 3. So we will have 3. So we can clearly see we can implement this in log n time. But now one thing to take care was, this happened because 8 was even. Now what if 8 is not even? So what is going to happen in that case? So we can clearly see we can implement this in linear time complexity. Alright, so let's see. Not in linear, in logarithmic time complexity. So let's say the power is now not 8 but the power is now 9. So what we are going to have is 5 to the power 9. So this would be 5 to the power 9 by 2. This would be nothing but 5 to the power 9 by 9 by 2 is 4.5. So 5 to the power 4, 9 by 2. Okay, so if n is odd, what we can do is, we can multiply 5 over here, 1 5, and then we can do 5 to the power 9 by 2 into 2. So what this would yield is 5 into 5 to the power 4 square. So this would yield me 5 to the power 8 into 1, which is 5 to the power 9. Now again, if we are going to reduce this, is this would be 5 to the power 4 by 2. Now 5 to the power 4 can be reduced in 5 to the power 4, which is 5 to the power 2 square and then square. And in a similar way, we will again reduce this to 5 to the power 2 will be reduced to 5 to the power 1 square, then square, and then one more square. So this would be 5 to the power 8 and then into 5. So how much was the time complexity in this case? We can easily figure out. You see, we again went 3 steps only. 1 step, 2 step, and then 3 step. So this is nothing but log n. Number of steps to calculate 5 to the power 9 was nothing but log n only. So The overall theorem for matrix exponentiation is through which we can easily calculate x to the power n. See, why I am doing this is because if we do not know matrix exponential, then we won't be able to solve that problem, and matrix exponential is not a very difficult thing to understand. So thing is, for any x to the power n can be written as, if n is even, okay, if n is even, then x to the power n can be written as x to the power n by 2 and then whole square of this. Whereas if x to the power, if n is odd, now this is n is even, here n is odd, so if n is odd, we have to do this x into x to the power n by 2 and then whole square of this. So this is nothing but the matrix exponential formula that we have. So we will try to implement this and see what we can do. Okay, so we'll just try to implement this. I'll use C++. Okay, let's go ahead and copy this part. Okay, this file is not saved as cpp, I guess. Okay, I'll save this as cpp.cpp. Yeah, cool. So we have int main. Okay, return 0 over here. We don't need this. So this is Sublime Text on which I am working upon, and very soon in one of the videos I would be showing how to set up Sublime Text for C++ and how to set up your own template, like I have already set up mine. So here I put the input, here I put the output. So we need to calculate x to the power n, right? So I'm going to do that int power function int x comma int n. Now in order to solve this, we need a recursive function, and the base case is if n comes 0. Like in the previous case, what we saw, what was happening is when n is being reduced to 1, okay, we have to return 1. So if n is getting reduced to 1, we'll simply return 1. Not exact, no, it won't be 1, because let's say we have 5 to the power 2, so 5 to the power 2 can be written as 5 to the power 2 by 2 1, and then again 1 by 2, so 5 to the power 0. That, so this would be running up till 0. Now why 0, I'll again show you and then we will see. So because see, if we go on reducing this x to the power n by 2 for any case, let's say it's 5 to the power 2 only, so if we reduce 5 to the power 2 by 2, so 5 to the power 1 and then square of this part, again 5 to the power 1 will be reduced to 5 to the power 1 by 2, that is 5 to the power 0 whole square and then the whole square of this part. So if n is 0, we have to reduce 1 because this would be nothing but 1 itself. Okay, so we need to take care of this part also, so we took care of that part over here. Now we will calculate the square. So int square is nothing but x into x. This is nothing but like what, x to the power n by 2 and then square of that, so that this is that part. Now we have the square. If now what was happening over here is that, see, if n by 2 is even, okay, if n by 2 is even, then you do not need to multiply anything over here, rather we just do square of it and then we just do square and then again a square. Okay, but if n is odd, then we have to multiply x over here, so to the square. This is the square part that I calculated, this part is calculated. Now I just need to multiply this part. All right, well actually it's not calculated, but we are doing that in a recursive function. Okay, so what we will do is, not square, this won't be square over here, we are actually calling the function again with the reduced. Okay, to explain that, I told you we are calculating square, but we won't calculating the square exactly. What we are doing is we calculate the function power pow power again, and then we'll put x and then we'll put n by 2 as we were doing over here. See, If n is even, x to the power n by 2 and then square of that. Alright, so we will calculate power for n by 2. Okay, and then we will, this is nothing but, see, this part is calling of the function pow, which is this part sq, and now we need to do the square of this part. Okay, but if n is, we will do the square of this part, but we need to calculate it first. So in order to calculate it, I called the function pow x n by 2. Now if n modulo 2 is not equal to 0, which means if n is odd, if n is odd, what we need to do is we need to return square whatever we have calculated in SQ, the square SQ into SQ, the square of that into the number n. Alright, so we will simply return that. That would be x into SQ, which is calculated into SQ. Okay, whereas if n is even, what we will do is we will simply return SQ into SQ, because we do not need another x over here. Alright, so I think we are through with this. We need to take input cin x comma n int x comma n, took the inputs, will now calculate in pow x comma n. So this should give me, so let's calculate. Stay tuned to our channel, and also I will be posting a video as how to set up Sublime Text for C++. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you guys. Thank you.